Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Bonjour à tous. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the factors I considered while making my college decision. First was size. Size was really important to me. I didn't went to school that was way too big. So like two schools I got into, Temple and George Mason, they are around 40,000 students, so that's just super large. On the other end of the spectrum, some of my smaller colleges like Hood College, Washington College, and Drew University, they have like around 1 to 2,000 students, so that's a little bit small. So like my high school is around 2,500-ish, 2,400, yeah. So I didn't want it to be smaller than my high school. So that's why I went into school that was between 5,000 and 15,000 students, with around like 9,000 being the ideal. Another factor to consider was the setting and location. So like, for example, I went to school in a suburban setting so that I could get into town relatively quickly, but it's still like its own campus feel, and it doesn't have like the distractions of the city. So like I applied to like George Washington University that was super duper in the city, and I just feel like I was going to get distracted. Whereas American University, that's still in DC, but it's kind of in a suburb type setting, and so I really like that type of setting. And similar with St. Joseph's University, it's like a suburban type setting. So that's the next important factors were its state location, and its calendar style. So state location was like I wanted it to be pretty not too far from home. So like I live in Bethesda, Maryland. So like the upper limit was kind of like New York City, and the lower limit was like North Carolina. And the limit to the west was like Pennsylvania. So yeah, I didn't want to go too far home because I have lots of family and stuff. So I wanted to like, get home quickly in case of like a family gathering or something like that. And the other thing is calendar style. So there are three main calendar styles. One, which is most common, is semester. Another one is the quarter system. The quarter and trimester system are both really similar. Is that the quarter system, there's 3 quarters in a standard school year, and then 1 quarter is in the summer, and each quarter is like 10 weeks. It's kind of like in high school where a quarter is around 9 weeks, except I believe each quarter is basically like a semester. And it's like the classes, they're much faster. Whereas in a semester, there's usually more time to like understand the material, but there's less flexibility in what classes you take. Then another thing is the 4-1-4 system or the 4-4-1 system. This is where there's 2 semesters of 4 months, but there's 1 mini session for 1 month or 3 weeks, and that is where you take like 1 class or you study abroad for that time. And yeah, so those are the 3 calendar systems. And the other thing. Also, let me just point out my calendar system, while between semester and 414, I prefer 414. Between 414 and quarter, I'm not really sure. They're both have their advantages and disadvantages. So yeah. Another indicator of like a strong school is its 4 and 6 year graduation rates. A good school for 4 years will at least have a 4 year graduation rate of around a minimum 80%, and a 6 year graduation at least at 85%. Like most of the top schools, they're above 90% for their graduation rates. So a graduation rate is indicative of a support system that's pretty strong and they care about their students. Whereas a low one typically is seen at less known colleges or in really, really large universities where they're not as really well able to handle like that many students. The next category is more like general stuff. So languages offered, retention rate, and the if there's an MSA or not. So languages offered. In high school, I take French and Arabic, and I'm a native Urdu speaker. So I went in a school that at least offered French and Arabic, or if it doesn't offer Arabic, then in a city where I can take Arabic classes and stuff. Because I want to continue with languages and like become fluent. The next thing is retention rate. The retention rate should be at least 85%. If it's not, that means people are not happy there. And then the MSA. MSA stands for Muslim Students Association, and they are more likely to be in more famous or popular colleges and in larger colleges. So that's something important to me since I'm Muslim, and it's like important that even away from home, I can continue my spiritual life, and I have a network of friends that are like similar to me, of my background. Since I'm originally South Asian, it is good to connect, and diversity was kind of important to me, that there should be kind of like at least 15-20%, different races and things like that. So yeah. So my acceptances, waitlists, and declines are going to appear on the screen momentarily. So now let me tell you about how I made my decision. So like basically I made an Excel sheet that had all these numbers. So automatically a ton of colleges got off the list because of their graduation rate. Then Loyola Maryland got off because I read a lot of reviews, and it just didn't seem like a very friendly atmosphere. Not very friendly, very cliche. So that's why I took that off. Then the two remaining candidates were St. Joseph's and Elon. I really love Elon. Elon has a Greek-like focus, and it's kind of in like even though they say suburban, it's pretty much rural because you can't get anywhere without a car. So that's why I decided on St. Joseph's University. Go Hawks. And I'm really happy with my decision. It has a good reputation. The Jesuit education style really appealed to me. It has a really good business school. It's in the top like 30 or something in America, and I plan on studying international business with plans for graduate school, either to do an MBA or become a lawyer. So yeah, I just really like the school. And even though it doesn't have Arabic, I can take Arabic in Philadelphia since it's like a pretty good city. I have a lot of friends going to Philadelphia, so that's good. Like, I went to the NSLC, National Student Leadership Conference. I have friends going to Villanova, one or two going to UPenn that I know. Some are going to Drexel. I did get waitlisted at Drexel. I also really like Drexel, but we'll see if I get off the latest. But and then I'm in the Amtrak train to DC is 1.5 hours, and the train to New York is 1 hour. And I have lots of friends going to New York, to NYU and Columbia. So I just think the location is fabulous, because most of my friends are not staying in DC. Like, they're going at least as far as Philadelphia, or like a little bit farther to New York, at least. Some are going to Boston, like Clark. Some are going to like California, West Coast. So yeah, I didn't want to go too far away from home, since like I have a large family, and they're all over the world, like Europe, like the UK, Switzerland, in South Asia, in the Middle East, in Australia, in Southeast Asia, Singapore, Canada. It's just all over the place. So it's like, if they come and visit, I just want to be able to come home quickly, and then I can also greet them and meet them. And yeah, so St. Joseph's University, class of 2024, and this is my first ever video. I hope you guys liked it. Like, share, subscribe, and the next video will probably be about like my extracurriculars and things of that nature. So I'm probably going to be posting videos once a week. So see you in the next video.